think one of the major things I've learned in life is um, when you're going to help somebody, when you're going to counsel somebody, when somebody's looking for you for help, and you're um, trying to bring them through some situations or just be there for them. Be very careful, because you can often become the scapegoat, become the one, it's your fault for the predicament I'm in. How do I know that? Because I've done that many times with people. They're looking for help, and they're looking for wise counsel, and even some prayer and things, and you start to help them, and in your heart that somewhere along the line you're going to be the blame for their problems. How do I know? Because I've done that too. I look back again and remember um, back in my old drug and alcohol days. Um, for example, one place I was living in Sunshine, and I was trafficking in this house, drug trafficking. Police had raided the place, and these doctors I was renting off, um, they wanted me out. Obviously, in the end, they got me moved out, and here I was. They were all the reason of my problems, because they kicked me out of their house. Go figure. I never ever considered that what I was doing was wrong, and destroying their house, and you know so I went around looking for them, threatening them, and all the rest. It's like, Peter, these people just wanted their house back. But this is something that I watch with people, because most of the time it's all about self. It's all about, what can I get out of life? What can I get out of others? And it doesn't really matter, what damage I do to them, because it's about me. This is what happens. So even when you're helping somebody, and you're counseling, ministering to someone, all the rest, somewhere along the line, you're going to be the scapegoat. You're going to be the reason they are the place they're in. I did this many times. I remember years back when I actually hit the bottom and had nowhere to live. I went to see a friend of mine, and he had his own problems. Great guy, good friend, still friend today. Had two kids living, two children of his own, raising up. And I think there was another guy living in the house, and his missus living there. And I've asked him if I could stay there, because I had nowhere to live, and I had a dog with me as well. And in the end, he said, "Look, I've got a tin shed in the backyard. You can stay in there, because I haven't got anywhere in the house. It's full already." And he had two children, so I ended up living in this shed. And in my mind, I'm blaming them for my predicament. Like I said, good friends of mine, but you look back and it's all about me. What can I get? Now these people, they had nowhere for me to stay. So often when you're going to help somebody, or when you're going to do something for somebody, be prepared to be blamed for the predicament. Be prepared for that. I see people fighting each other all the time, and holding grudges and all the rest, and, the unforgiveness, and some of it may be justified. Some people may just be holding grudges because of they've done something they're not willing to actually own up to. And because of that, they start to hate the other person. And then you allow people to rent space in your head because you've held unforgiveness. So if someone has done something wrong, even then, let it go. Move on, let it go. You know what will happen? You'll be a bigger person, you'll grow, you'll get blessed by God, if you believe in God. And even if you don't, because you put those principles in life, you'll find if you can let go of unforgiveness, any sickness that you may have had, all that sort of stuff, mental problems, a lot of it comes from unforgiveness, that holding that stuff. So you need to allow to let stuff go and move on, and keep focusing on the future, not the past. Because if you keep focusing on the past, you'll keep getting dragged back to the past. If you hold unforgiveness, like I said, you're allowing somebody else to rent space in your head, and you'll be tormented by that. You'll be handed over to the tormentors. You'll be thinking about it all the time, and you'll start to get bitter, and then it'll cause sickness and all the rest. You want to walk in freedom, let things go with the past. But also, this other thing I was talking about, where people say it's all about me. And even they don't realize that. They think, oh yeah, intrinsically I'm pretty good on the inside. But really, life becomes all about self. We need to learn to be selfless. How can I help others? And the more you learn to do that and help others in life, you'll find your own life starts to pick up in all sorts of areas, blessing, joy, freedom, in so many areas you cannot even begin to imagine. You need to let stuff go from the past. You need to not blame others for your own predicaments, because if you start to do that, you'll get stuck in a prison and you'll stay there and you won't go anywhere. When I learnt this, when I learnt that there was a God who loved me unconditionally, and then he started to show me my heart towards people and the attitudes I had, and how it's all about me. Like I said, I'll be drug dealing in people's houses and they wanted me out of their house, and I'll be upset because I'm going to have nowhere to live. It's like, hello, what was I thinking? What was I doing? But now I've learned 2 things in my life. You know what that is? Love God, love people. That's the key to life. That's the key to everything. If you can do that in life, you'll have great success in everything you do, everything you put your hand to. Yeah, there'll be hard times because you've got your own hurts, the stuff you're getting healed from, stuff you're getting free of as you let it go. But once you let it go, it's such peace, and the blessing of God starts to come as well. That's my story for today. What is your story? This page is used for that very reason. I want to hear other people's stories because I'm sure we've all got stuff to talk about and tell. So please do. Please share your stuff. Please get some stuff, put it on this page. You want to add stuff? I don't care what you want to talk about, providing it's, not R-rated and stuff like that, or you're going to rip people down. But talk about your life. I want to hear, because I don't reckon that there's a lot of people that thought differently than I did. You see, we all go through stuff. A lot of people think, I'm the only one, I can't talk about any of this stuff. But you'd be surprised what we've done in life, what we've been through. And I'm just sharing from my past to hope that can help others and inspire others to start talking as well. So what's your story?